Hey there, boys and girls. It's pouring like crazy right now. I've been working in my barn. Here it comes, raining even harder. Been working in my barn, hauling some stuff out. I'm rebuilding the barn, but I'm taking a pause with this rain. It's really coming down. I'm sure you can hear it on the metal roof. And ooh, that was close. The wind knocked my phone off the mount that it's on. So anyway, I'm taking a break from working in the barn. It's been a while since I put a video out because I've been waiting to get some new software, better video editing software. And in order to do that, I need to get another computer. I've just been waiting to get all those items. But I've got a few that I can put out in the meantime, so I'm going to work on those. One of them is the barn project. As you can see behind me, my barn needs a lot of work. It's braced up. So that's project number one for this summer. So I've got some videos that I put together back in late March. I'll put those out first, probably a couple of episodes of upcoming projects. That's kind of my what I did on my summer vacation, or all summer long. So I'll put out a couple of those videos first. I have some other stuff waiting in the wings. And we just lost power. Well, alright, so here's one of my upcoming projects. I've got two brooks on my property. This brook here runs not too far behind my house. It's up on the front half of the property. The other brook is down along the back property line and the eastern property line. This old bridge was here when I bought the property 20 years ago. I put a new deck on it about 15 years ago, but as you can see, that deck is in tough shape now. It's really not safe to cross. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this bridge, and I'm just going to build a covered bridge right up in here somewhere. I want to get it a little higher up over the brook than that thing, which is right on the brook. You get it up in here somewhere where the banks are higher. This brook, during the spring runoff, when the snow melts, runs like a raging river. And also in times of heavy rain, this brook will take off and run like crazy. So I need a bridge that's up higher to handle the extra height of the water when it's running hard. I've got another footbridge a little further up. You'll see that in a couple of minutes, and you'll see, I'll show you how that bridge has been twisted from the force of the water and branches and logs piling up against it. So that's one project. And we'll move on to the next. Okay, next project is getting rid of these trees. These trees came down about a year and a half ago in a heavy November snowstorm. So I forget which one now. One of these trees came down, took the other two with it. There are 3 trees in here. Last fall, I cut up the majority of these trees and got rid of a good chunk of it. They were way out into the yard there. So I cut all this up and then left this part. So I got to come back and get this. This is going to be the tricky part, being over the brook. So I'll have to use my tractor and probably my backhoe to lift these trees up and cut them, and at least get them back across the brook over there. I don't really care about that part out there in the woods, but I want to get it away from the brook. So that's project number 2. All right, next project, same brook. There was a small dam and waterfall here, and that's been washed out twice. First time was around 2005. We had a real heavy rain on, I think it was Mother's Day or Mother's Day weekend. There was major flooding in the area, and that was the first time this brook or this dam got washed out. I left it for a few years. Finally got around to fixing it, but it didn't last long, and I just don't think it was done properly, built properly. So I'm gonna have to rebuild it again. It's another tractor project, moving those stones around. So I'll rebuild it and try to really reinforce it this time so it'll last longer. So that's another project. Okay, then here, let's see. Not much to do here. This is where I like to come out and enjoy the cool breeze from the brook in the summertime, and then have a little campfire at night. And here's the other bridge coming up here. And if you look at it, I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, but it's twisted. That right hand rail is higher than the left hand, and the back left corner of the left rail is higher than the front end. So that whole bridge has been twisted over the years from this water running real high, and then what happens is everything gets jammed up against the deck there. All the branches and logs and stuff get jammed up against the deck, puts pressure on it and twists it. And so I'm going to replace this bridge with another covered bridge, and I'll probably put it right over here. I'll cut these cedar trees out of here and build the bridge there. I've got to move the bridge from here over to here because this tree here is growing. Our daughter planted that 18 or 20 years ago when she was about 8 years old. It was just a tiny little twig she stuck in the ground. I didn't think it would even take, but there it is. It's growing, and it's getting in the way of the path to and from the bridge. So I got to move the next bridge over here. And then up here, what used to be a clearing, it is where I want to reclaim a strawberry patch. This was all strawberries years ago in here. So I'm going to clear this all out, try growing strawberries again. This, I'm hoping I can clear primarily with a piranha tooth bar or some kind of teeth on my front bucket on my tractor. Most of the stuff is still pretty small, so I'm hoping might be able to get it. But this is one of my main projects for this year. I want to get this all cleared out, bring it back so I can start growing strawberries. Probably won't get any until next year, but at least I can start. And then, as long as I've got the tooth bars, I'll clear this section out over here next to the brook. Got a lot of vines growing through here, growing up through the trees. And it's a mess. I come in here every couple of years and cut everything out and try to reclaim it best I can. And it's a constant battle. So I want to see what I can do with the tractor and tooth bars and do something better than what I'm doing by hand. Okay, folks, so that's a long list of projects, as you can see. So I don't think I'll get them all done this summer, but I'll give it my best. Good old Miss Massey here behind me. She'll be helping me out quite a bit. So I wanted to get these upcoming project videos out. I'll have one more after this because they tie into project number 1, which is the rebuilding of this barn behind me that I'm in. So I wanted to put out the what I will be doing before I put out what I am doing. So thanks for watching, and as they taught me during my youth hockey days, keep your stick on the ice. Thanks for watching.